Hey, matklad, what's up, man? This is Klebs. I'm Tom Klebanoff. I'm a Rust programmer from Washington, D.C. And I wanted to reach out to you because the past week or so, I've been getting into Rust Analyzer, and I wanted to reach out and just express my thanks, first of all, because I feel like I've learned so much programming in the past 4 or 5 days. I've been basically marathoning your series on explaining Rust Analyzer. I've listened to this like probably each episode probably at least twice, except for some of the ones in like the later like 13 through 15 I've only seen once. But I've been basically going back through and kind of watching how you move through the code base and how you connect these different components. And I don't know, you've really done something like I don't know how to say this without just sounding like a flatterer, but like you've really done something incredible here. This is a very, I think it's a very important code base. I think that it fills a need in the programming world that like I'm not sure anyone has. I mean, maybe I don't know the whole landscape, but the more I learn about how this problem is being solved by you and your team, I realize just that this is filling a gap that it it really it changes the way I think about programming, at least. Because what you're doing essentially is you're creating a system that a human can work with. It's like a live system that understands the the nature of the code ecosystem that the human is programming against, and is in an active loop with the user, helping create a better overall output. But it's doing that in a way that is responsive and modular, and it looks like it's very performant. And I've used it, and it feels very like very performant. I'm in NeoVim, and I don't always actually have it on because I like the editor to be like as fast as possible with no latency at all. Um, but at least in terms of the intelligence layers, where like you think about how to understand the code that is being written. I spent the last 4 or 5 months writing a translation system that can go from C++ to Rust, and it will eventually probably be able to go from Python to Rust. And I'm at this layer in my development where I don't have implemented type inference or name lookup and a couple of things like that. And it's not context aware. It operates on text, so it's a mapping from AST to AST. So it can't do certain things. And I was looking into how to solve that problem, and that's when I came across Rust Analyzer. So I'm now looking into it to try to figure out how to integrate it into the systems that I'm developing. And I've been writing in a language called Raku, which I think is very good for text. It's not as fast as Rust, and the goal of the project I've been writing isn't to be a server or a live system. It's not a long lived process, it's more like a text filter. But I can take the output of my text filter, and I think I can send it to Rust Analyzer and really supercharge what I'm able to accomplish on my end by combining it with some of the functionalities that it looks like you've solved in Rust Analyzer. So I definitely wanted to reach out and at least say hello and thank you for your work and thank you for sharing your knowledge with us. And yeah, it's a I don't I just don't want to sound too dramatic, but it's like this is a service to the world you're doing here. Like it's simple because I think that it will speed up and it will make more enjoyable. It'll make smoother the process of building anything, and so that it definitely impacts my life. And I mean, frankly, it saves me probably 4 or 5 months of work, if not more, to try to get the features that I wanted to get in this translator up and running. So yeah, I wanted to reach out and express my thanks and say hello, and then yeah, hopefully get a chance to communicate with you because I've learned a lot from you, and thankful for what you're doing, and yeah. So anyway, take care.